Everybody, it's your girl, Miss August, and we are back on the Shades of Grey channel with another episode of Both Sides. And today we're talking about Miss Erica Banks. Now, some of you are very aware of the controversy that she recently went through over some statements she made about physical preference for females that she wants to go out clubbing with. Now, if you don't know who Erica Banks is, just feel free to Google her. She's a female rapper. One of the songs you might know was Bust It that she did like a couple years ago. So basically what happened is that she was in her friends group chat, okay? A group video chat with her friends. And one of them leaked the video of her pretty much saying that she don't want to go out clubbing with a girl unless she looks a certain way aesthetically, which is basically like what she looks like now post BBL surgery. And she particularly said that she didn't want to go out with any girls that were skinny. I'm going to break this down. So first, let me start off and kind of on her side in defense of her. For one, she did not make this statement to the world. To be clear, she was blasted to the world by a so-called friend that was in this chat that was for her friends only. So she pretty much was speaking amongst friends. Now, a lot of people say things amongst their friends that they would never make public, and I feel like this was one of them. So in her defense, immediately I would say that was something I noticed is wrong, and I feel like should be pointed out as well, is that the fact that you can't trust a lot of people. You know, this is her friends group. You would think these are your friends. Obviously, a friend will not do that to you, especially knowing the public figure that you are. Another thing is, you know, she has a right to her opinion. I feel like you really these days can't say anything without offending somebody somehow. She simply stated a preference like many people do, and she was attacked for it. A preference, again, that she didn't even want to make public. Again, I'm going to talk about the other side. Right now, I'm talking in defense of her purposely, okay? Not saying this is my opinion, but just talking in defense of her. So yeah, she didn't make this public, so I kind of feel bad the fact that it was made public, forcing her to face these consequences of things that the statement that she made. And another thing also is, let's keep it real here, okay? What she did was called getting brand new or being brand new. A lot of y'all do this, okay? I know a lot of females that get brand new when they get on something new, okay? How many women do you know get brand new after they get a new man? Okay, they get their new boobs, their new teeth, their new car, their new job, new whatever, and then they get brand new. Okay, y'all do this a lot out there. So I'm not sure all these people throwing these stones, honey. I've seen quite a few of y'all with these stones in your hand. I know you're doing the same thing. Okay, don't act like you didn't get brand new yourselves out there. Okay, because I've seen it. This opinion is felt so strongly amongst a lot of people. Modeling and doing hostings and things, they literally, when they put out their requests for females, it's all about the preference of the look of the female, you know? They literally ask you your pictures to see who they want to party with, who they want to pay to host these things. It's a very superficial field. Entertainment in general is, you know, especially amongst us females. Everything is so superficial. So you have a lot of females and males that feel exactly what Erica did. Well, she had an opinion. It shouldn't have been blown up by her friend. She got brand new, but a lot of people get brand new. And a lot of people have that exact same preference that she has. So on her end, you know, again, I just feel that, you know, it's just unfortunate that she has to be drugged so hard for something that so many people say and feel. And she had to get drugged so hard for being exposed by her own friends, you know? So it's like, it's in defense on her side. I do feel that everybody's allowed to have their own preference and opinions. They do all day long, and everybody has a right to say things amongst their friend they would think should be kept in their friend circle. And that's how I feel on her side. Okay, so on the other side of things, going against what she did and what she said, I completely understand why a lot of people were upset. You have to realize when you have a platform, when you have fame, when you have popularity, you have a fan base, And I could not imagine being amongst her fan base and being one of those people that did not fit into her category as someone she wants to hang out with and being a fan of hers. Like, can you imagine being I would hate to be that poor, skinny, especially a youth or a younger woman, listening to that and looking in the mirror and being like, well, I like her so much, but she wouldn't hang out with me. She must not like me. Like, taking it that way, taking it to heart, which unfortunately a lot of people do take things to heart, especially when it comes to their faves and if they're big fans of hers. I think that was really unfortunate for them to hear that. Another thing, it's really bad already as females that we have so much pressure to look and be a certain way physically. And her statement just perpetuated that so much. It's like, I got this now, I'm part of the group, and if you don't even got this, I don't want to hang out with you. Like, that's such a bad way. That's such a bad message to put out. The tragedy behind that type of thought and being so superficial. There's nothing wrong, I think, with aesthetics and liking. I love aesthetics. You know, I'm an aesthetics person. I love the superficial features and things that I find appealing. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make you a bad person by any means. Again, a lot of people feel that way, but to make it so important that you would exclude other people. And again, she's talking about just going out to the club, but still, the fact that it was so big for you to make it so important to even state that, to me, it sounds odd. Again, I would question maybe some, of course, insecurities behind that, or even something going on inside of you that would be a statement you even need to say. Yeah. So you always have to, you need to always be aware that you have a fan base, and you need to be aware of the things that you say. You can't get it past your PR person. You probably shouldn't say it at all. You can't be out here trusting people when they got their phones out. So you have to be really, really careful of what you say and how it's going to affect people, especially those that love you. You know, you put out, it's already bad enough that women have these issues with our image. It's always so much pressure already on us. And for her to make that statement, it kind of solidifies that your looks are more important than anything. And that message is always out there. And it's terrible to have that message just reinforced, especially if you're a fan of hers, reinforcing that. And especially if you're younger and already having to go through this terrible, terrible experience these days of having to look a certain way physically, and this pressure to have those type of bodies. You know, I feel terrible that, anybody that heard that. And I would hope, mentally, that it wasn't that deep for her. That I'm hoping it was more superficial than what it apparently is coming off to some people. Because of course you can dig deep in all kind of reasons for why that train of thought is not a good train of thought to have. And of course, obviously, you should be thinking, ironically, the new friends you apparently have that are this superficial and agreeing with that statement are the ones that leaked the video. So it's like, you be careful of being to have such superficial thoughts like that, and to be such a superficial, hollow, shallow person. You're going to attract this dead, shallow energy people. So again, you never want these ideas of image and beauty to engulf you so much that it tells you to wipe out anything else that's important, like what's inside your thought process, your mind, what makes you a person. You don't want it to affect who you are as a person, for you to just feel that, well, because a lot of people are headed in that way where they feel it is all about your looks. So who cares about my personality? Who cares about who I am inside? Who cares about my ethics? Who cares about my morals and all those things? A lot of people just throw that away because it just seems like it's so unimportant. And that statement that she made is just reinforcing that yet again. So in a way, what she said was terrible, but at least it was said. We can have these conversations about how that mentality is just really, it really is sort of perpetuated, especially amongst younger women and teen girls. How this whole thought of what you look like, your body type, is all what's so important. And again, social media does this and it just perpetuates this to such a dangerous degree. And who knows? I guess Erica might be a side effect of that. She may have not always thought this way, but after she got her BBL, maybe she got more attention. Maybe her thought process was reinforced, and it's like, well, people like me better now that have this, so you do need this, and that's just so not the case. And it's terrible that her saying this put that out there as if it is, and that's why I feel really against what she said, and I just hope that deep down inside she doesn't truly feel that way. The overall final thought on this situation is this: I see a lot of people that are, kind of rightfully upset about what she said, but I kind of disagree with the way that you're going about doing it. It's a little ironic to me that you want to you want to body shame someone for body shaming. It's like a lot of people are going in on her physical features prior to her BBL to attack her for her talking about someone else's features. That's counterintuitive, it's counteractive. It doesn't make sense for you to do that. If you really are concerned about what she said and you want to kind of rectify it or shine a positive light or trying to turn the situation around of what she said, I don't understand why attacking her would be your approach to that. There's so many people now that are just running an Erica Big hate train. Like, what are you accomplishing with that? That's the whole problem that we're talking about, body shaming and aesthetics and how being superficial and how terrible that is. But then y'all just dragging this woman. You don't have anything intelligent to say behind what was wrong with the situation. I feel like instead, how about you uplift? And this goes for men and women, men as well, because a lot of times, a lot of what women do as far as getting these BBLs and a lot of their image issues are what men out there are saying they like and perpetuating in their music and their songs. So how about instead of dragging her, how about you start uplifting women who are out there in the world doing things not based on their body, How about uplift women and post women and like pages of women who are doing things that don't have to show their bodies all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with liking your body and wanting to show it off. But if you want to counteract some of the things she said, you don't attack those women. You don't go around. You don't have to say, oh, these BBL girls are doing this, or these aesthetic women are sad, or all these things. That's not true, and that's not helpful. You don't need to attack one person, one woman, or a group of females to uplift another. You can uplift these females that don't have these body types by saying, well, you are beautiful if you're natural. You're beautiful if you don't have a unique mind. You're an intelligent person. You can uplift these women all day. You don't even have to mention anybody else, or mention the women that don't that have these body types or into surgeries and aesthetics. You don't have to mention them at all to uplift other females. This should be all about helping the female community all together. You should want the best for everyone. So it's just really sad to see people using yet another situation to create decisiveness and separation, and it's us against them in our community that just keeps going on and on and on. It never ends, and I feel like anytime something comes up, we're using it as a way to battle each other, and we need to be coming together as black men and women in our community and just stop tearing each other down. You don't have to do it. What she said, again, as bad as it was, you don't need to attack this woman. And then instead use this opportunity to teach the upcoming young women and girls about what she did say and how they might feel about it, and to reinforce that how this is not something you should think or feel, and uplift them in that way, but let them know you also shouldn't attack people for being different. So, us versus them mentality, very colonial mentality that just keeps running through and continues to just cause separation with us. But again, yeah, those are my final thoughts on the whole thing. And I hope this leaves you with some thoughts and maybe some other way of looking at the situation and some new views, and that could be useful for the women in our community. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.